Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are going to be taking a look at IONIARICS Polyrhythmic Arpeggiator by Pagefall. And I'm going to set this up from scratch so you can see exactly what I do to do this. Okay, so we're going to hit this little plus button here, add a MIDI lane. It gives us one MIDI node already. We're going to just double tap, add another, double tap, add another. And in this first one here, I'm going to put a chord bud. So this is going to be playing our music for us, basically. And then in this second one, I'm going to add IONIARICS. And in this one, I'm going to add IONIARICS as well. Now, you could connect your IONIARICS to a keyboard, but I'm going to have chord bud go through these two IONIARICS, because that's hard to say. Right, okay, so we're going to tap on this here. And where it says MIDI outputs, I'm going to open this and I'm going to set the MIDI outputs to the first one and the MIDI outputs to the second one. Okay. And then I'm going to add two ordinary channels. And in this first one, audio unit extension, I'm going to use Synth 2. Give it a chance to load. And in this second one here, I am going to use something like, I want to use, is it D2000? Oh, wait a minute. What they call audio kit. And digitalism. I'm going to have a mess with digitalism. Right, okay. So what we need to do now is send the MIDI from these two IONIARICS. I'll just lower the volume on these for a moment. I'm going to send the MIDI to here. So on this first one here, MIDI output, we're going to send this to Synth Master. And then on this second one, MIDI output, we're just going to send this to digitalism. And before we do anything else, you'll see these little yellow dots are appearing now. Then we need to set up some chords. So let's open chord bud and let's go with a C. And we'll just make this a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. So we're going to go C and we'll just extend that a little bit. And then we'll go with a D. We'll extend that a little bit. So it's just over, that's over 4 bars now. And then we're going to add in maybe an A minor and we'll extend that. And last, we'll add a D minor. And we'll, no, we've used D minor, haven't we? We'll have that as an F. Like that, and extend that. Okay. So what this means is that we're going to be sending the MIDI that when we hit play, this will play the chords. The chords will go through the Polyrhythmic Arpeggiator, both of them, but one will go to Synth 2 and the other will go to Digitalism 2000. Now, here's a tip as well before we start. If we just open this and long hold on the header, choose custom color node to just drag that over there, set it bright, save, and then do the same for Synth Master. Set it more or less the same. We'll just drag that over there and open that out. We've kind of color coded now which is what. So we know that, because if you have a big session, it can get confusing and you have to start naming all sorts of stuff as well. Color coding is quite nice. Right, so theoretically now, when I press play, chord bud is playing those chords and they're going through these two IONIARICS to here. However, we need to change the sound, obviously. So this we will set to say something like a, maybe a plucked sound. And let's see. I don't know what these are going to sound like, but we shall see. I'll just turn this down a sec. Okay, that's fine. So now this IONIARICS is playing Synth Master 2. And this IONIARICS is playing Digitalism 2000. And at the moment, if we look at, if we open both of them now, so we can see what's going on, they are playing exactly the same thing because it's the default patch. Now, what we've got going on here is, you see this little like radar. We have 2 lanes of MIDI notes being generated and been sent to, well, in this case, it's been sent to Synthmaster. In this case, it's been sent to Digitalism 2000. We can control all sorts of stuff now. Now, if you're using this with a MIDI keyboard and you can just play it normally, or you can press hold and just hold the chord, and then you can press toggle, and toggle, you can just add notes to a chord, okay? Then you have ways to add notes to the A lane, which is the outside one, like that. And then you can choose the probability if what those notes will play at. And then you can do the same with B. And then you have rotation like this. So you're getting into polyrhythmic times now. And then here you have gate, accent, velocity, depending if your synth is velocity sensitive. Then this is the action of the arpeggiator. So up, down, both, order or random. And this here, this is like a West Coast style randomizer for the arp. Over here is where you long hold any of these to save that into the memory. Right, so if we press play now, and we bring our instruments back up, now they're playing completely different things. So try and listen to the Synthmaster sound. And let's slow down the actual and set it rotating differently. Let's change the order. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to long hold this one and this one, and I'm going to mess around with it a bit as well. I'm going to long hold at a 2. Then make some more adjustments. Have the percentages that they'll both play all the time. Make this one very sparse. Save that in this number 2. Randomize this one. And now at any time you want, you can just change out your sequences. It's very cool. So you can imagine if you want to carry on building, I can move this quick. If it's quicker by hand, should save using the mouse, which gets a bit juddery. If you follow this kind of formula and add more and more of these in, so for instance, we could, let's close this one, close that one, and we'll turn the volumes down just while we're setting this up. So let's add another one in here. Okay, and we'll add in the IONIARICS. And as with the other one, remember it's MIDI outputs we're sending to the instrument, but we want to be going first to our chord board and open this little toaster icon here, and you'll see MIDI outputs. We can send that to the third IONIARICS now. And this way, everything is going to be it's going to be correct. It's going to be playing the same stuff. You're not going to be getting kind of all whacked out. But you could add any other kind of, you could add chord jam, or you could add another chord, but make sure the chords that are playing are going to be suitable for the key that you've already got set up, sort of thing, you know. Or just play your MIDI keyboard, of course. I'm going to open this audio. I'm going to choose something really quick. Not that. So maybe we could use. Oh yeah, let's stick Swam Trumpet in there as well, and do the usual Swam Trumpet trick of putting Black Hole on there, which sounds awesome. And remember now that we want to be sending the MIDI out. So we've got MIDI going into these, and then the MIDI is going out of the three different ones to the different locations, you know. And again, we could go like, well, let's set these colors up a bit better. Maybe drag this one down, have this purple, save. Do the same with this. We'll just long hold on the header. Custom color node, just drag that straight down. So now we're kind of color coding these as well. Now what's going to happen when we play, I'll take this out, is nothing. Did I set my, no, right, MIDI outputs now. I have to send this to Swam. Let's set the rotation. And because this has all been triggered by the chord stuff coming in from here, we can now easily bring the others back in. So there you go. And here's another tip as well, right? If you're in, say, Chordbud, you can add, just keep adding chords in, different chords, and you'll get a completely kind of very cool evolving soundscape or texture. Based in more effects, sort of create more ambient textures. Or if you want to get more of a chip-tuney kind of vibe, take the effects off, have it all very sharp attack sounds. Yeah. Now, you can anchor all this stuff as well. Before we go, let's just do this. And I did this in the very first video. I'm going to just add in a Noir, Ruse Maker Noir. And all I want Noir to do is play a kick, a 4 on the floor kick. And this is to show you how to, so very basic kick, okay? Or when I press play, this will come in. At the moment we play it, it kind of sounds a little bit chaotic. I like that. But if you want to anchor this and hear the actual beat, and then we can just slow the tempo down. Now, of course, what happens is with the length, the more length, the slower this is going to track round, right? So by pushing the length up on all of these IONIARICs, you're going to get into the realm of really slow, and especially with the tempo change as well. Slow ambient texture. And on a trumpet, it'll sound amazing because we'll just get this huge reverb tail off, especially if we whack the mix up and the size, push the depth and the modulation up on Black Hole, lower that rate so you can hear it. This will be really ambient now, apart from Noir, of course. Very nice. So yeah, there you go. There's how to create some really cool stuff with IONIARICS poly. It's hard to say, man. IONIARICS. Oh my god, IONIARICS is hard enough to say, but add polyrhythmic arpeggiator after that. IONIARICS Polyrhythmic Arpeggiator by Pageful. Marvelous thing, along with Autony and Cality. Excellent MIDI sequences, just real good fun. And very interesting as well when you start getting into stuff that deals with velocity, well, saving these presets and stuff. And you've got a visual representation of what's going on with this keyboard here. Yeah, it's awesome stuff. Guys, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a Patreon. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Ta-da.